President Trump signing the largest economic stimulus bill, a relief bill in U.S. history, as states across the country ramp up efforts to battle the fast spread of coronavirus. Scientists are scrambling to develop a vaccine and therapeutics as we speak. Joining me right now is South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham. He is chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Mr. Chairman, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thanks very much for being here. And you, as well, have been wrangling with the idea of whether or not to open the economy during this pandemic. But you say you've spoken with Dr. Fauci this weekend, and you want to err on the side of caution.
Yeah, so I told Dr. Fauci, and we're at war with the virus. There's a spring campaign plan, a summer campaign plan, and a fall campaign plan. This will come back in the fall, but I think the heat in the summer will lower transmissions. The virus generally doesn't do well in heat. So here's what Dr. Fauci said. To reopen the economy, you have to have a breakthrough in testing. We got to get testing back in real time, not 4 or 5 days. So if you got a county out there with no infections, the only way we can safely open that county up for business is to have a testing regime we don't have today. So I'd wait till it got warmer before I tried to open up any parts of the economy. We need a risk assessment next week. And before we actually start turning the economy on, I think we need a breakthrough in testing, and we need the support from the summer. That, to me, would be the cautious approach.
Well, what about the president saying, look, the cure cannot be worse than the virus? I mean, we are talking about a recession at hand. We're already in a contraction, and we're expecting the economy to worsen. No business, no profits, no economic activity whatsoever.
Yeah, that's the balance we're trying to make. To try to create a bump in the economy, you don't want to create a spike in the disease. The president said safety first, economic rebounding second. This package is going to be a lifeline to people out of work. It's going to be a lifeline to businesses who have no revenue. So this bill we passed is going to help people for a couple of months. The summer will be here before you know it. In the spring, what I would do is ramp up my medical supplies. I'd try to focus on testing, antibiotics, and therapies to destroy the disease in the fall. So this risk assessment that's coming out next week about what parts of the economy you may reopen, I don't think you can safely open up any part of the economy until we have more testing.
Let me ask you about this stimulus bill, this relief package, if you will. It's more of a relief package than anything else. You had issue with the loophole around unemployment, basically giving money to people to stay at home. Explain that for us, Senator.
Okay, so if you make $15 an hour for a 40-hour week, that's $600 a week. My goal was to make sure that in the unemployment part of the package, we made you whole, that you were laid off, no fault of your own, you'd get $600 a week. What we did in the package is we plussed up unemployment benefits, so you'll get $926 a week if you live in South Carolina. We increased your pay by 50%. That's going to make it harder to get people back into the workforce. It's going to incentivize people not to go back into the workforce, and it's going to make it harder for people to hire new employees. If you're Amazon and Walmart, the hourly wage not to work in South Carolina is $23.14. I'm all for helping people. How did this happen? They tell us at the state level it would take 6 to 8 months to create a computer program to pay you the difference between the state unemployment benefit and your actual wage. So what do? We just put $600 on top of it. So we took a $15 an hour employee who was making $600 working. We're going to pay him $926 in South Carolina not to work. We need to fix that.
How are you going to fix it?
Get some state to figure software that can pay you the difference between the maximum benefit per week of $326 and $600. They tell me that can't be done. We sent 2 men to the moon. Now, Stephen Mnuchin, this is not his fault. We have a $600 federal benefit on top of the state benefit. We have a situation where people getting 100% pay raise not to work. We have got to fix that. Some smart person needs to develop software that can pay your actual wages, not increase your wages in unemployment.
Well, take us behind the curtain to tell us how this all shook out, Senator, because Nancy Pelosi said she did jujitsu on this relief bill to get it where it needs to be. And this weekend, she is saying that the president is fiddling around while people are dying, Senator.
No, what she said, she's blaming the President of the United States for people dying because of the way he's led the country. That's the most shameful, disgusting statement by any politician in modern history. Let me tell you, we've seen the best of America from our citizens helping each other, delivering groceries, having special shopping hours for senior citizens. She's the first politician to blame another politician for people dying. This is the same Speaker of the House who held up the bill in the Senate for days because she wanted same-day voting. She wanted carbon neutrality for the airlines. She wanted $75 million for the endowment for the humanities and $25 million for the Kennedy Center. She is the one that held up the package in the Senate for days to get the Green New Deal put in a recovery package. So it's the most shameful, disgusting thing I've heard yet, and it needs to stop.
Well, you agreed to send $25 million to the Kennedy Center. You put that in a so-called relief bill,
Yeah, because she
right?
wouldn't let the... Yeah, so she put a gun to her head and said, we will not get this through the House until you put $25 million for the Kennedy Center. She wanted the entire new Green Deal in the package. She wanted to have every airline has to be carbon neutral by 2025. What the hell's that got to do with saving lives who are affected by the coronavirus? She had the entire Green New Deal in the package. We took most of the garbage out. But for her to blame this president for causing loss of life after she held up the relief package for days to get a liberal special interest shopping list in the bill is pretty disgusting.
It's absolutely extraordinary. Senator, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks very much for joining me.